All right, the court is calling 2017 CR 9939, State of Texas versus Barbara Shorey. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
David Flair.
And are you Miss Shorey?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to need to speak up, okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Barbara Shorey who was placed on community supervision in 2017 CR 9939 for the offense of robbery on June 21st, 2018 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
State?
Condition number 5, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Barbara Shorey did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August of 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? I'm sorry,
True.
state?
Judge, we'll waive the others.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court can find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 8 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
There is not, Judge.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Judge, we are asking for revocation. This appears to be at least a fourth MTR. It looks like she's pled true to number 5s at least 3 times before. So she's shown that she's not a good candidate to continue probation. So we're asking that you revoke it.
Defense?
Your Honor, Barbara's just asking for another chance. I think the the probation office is recommending continue with some other conditions, and we'd like to consider that at this time.
But why should I?
Well, she has a long probation and she has children, and the probation office is recommending safety, so maybe the additional treatment will help her, get on the right track.
All right, Ms. Shorey, is there anything you wish to say?
Um,
You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Barbara Shorey.
All right. You want to explain to the court why you haven't been showing up?
But this last MTR.
Okay, you need to lower your mask so that we can hear you.
I'm sorry, ma'am, it's because I'm quarantined for COVID right now.
Oh,
I'm
well,
under
put the mask on,
quarantine. That's all I'm saying.
but you need to speak up.
Okay. Well, this last MTR, I did report, I went to the office and they told me to leave the office because I had told the security that I had been exposed to COVID.
Well, see, here's the thing. The problem is you never show up. And when I say never, of course, I don't mean every single time, but I will tell you, every motion to revoke we have for you, it's because you're not showing up.
I did show up this last time, ma'am, but they
No, you just pled true to
Yeah.
not showing up.
they asked me to leave the office and I stepped outside and I spoke with my probation officer. She asked me to go get COVID testing. And I did, and I was positive for it. And I had proof for my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter.
So did you have COVID in July?
Yes, yes,
Did you have COVID in August?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah, well, no, I mean, July, I've had it in September, in August and September.
so you
But I
didn't
went
have
to
it in
report
July.
August, I'm sorry. I got out July 28th. I was released. And then in August, I was reporting. And that's when I went to go report. And they asked me to leave the office. When I left, I called her and I spoke to her outside. I said, ma'am, I'm right outside your office. Can you see me, please? She said, I want you to go get tested for COVID. So that's what I did. I went and got tested for COVID, tried to contact
So is
her.
there documentation for that?
Well, I have documentation at home.
No. I mean, we're here today for a
Yeah,
hearing.
She never answered my calls. She just MCR'd me.
Well, here's the problem. You were placed on probation on June 2018. That was before my time. But during my time, you were brought to court on March 5th, 2019 for not reporting. And so your conditions were altered and amended to include mid-mouth evaluations. And you had a TAP evaluation. Then we come back on May 21st, and there's a new number 5, which means you're not reporting. Then we come back on May 17th and it was recalled for May 18th. And then it was recalled for May 21st. Then we come back on May 21st and it's not reporting. And now we're here for not reporting.
I understand. Next,
Yes.
okay, the first MTR, my mother was very sick and I had to take care of her. I went through a lot of stuff with her. The next one, I got my kids back. And, since then, like, I've had two of my daughters raped and I've been going through the process of CPS, which CPS has been involved in, where I've been staying with my mother and with my children and trying to get me back. Cause I do not have rights to them, cause my rights were terminated. So after 10 years, their father, he abandoned them and then they were with their grandfather, which ended up molesting them and physically abusing them. And this has all been documented. And, I was just trying to, get
Okay,
things
see, that's your,
together.
and let me just tell you, you know who's the cause of that? Not of the fact that offenses were committed against them,
Yeah.
but their problem is they don't have a single parent who's watching out for them. They have a parent, which is you, who commits robberies and does not report for probation. And again, this is the third time I believe that we've been here for you not reporting. So I'm going to grant the state's motion. So the question is, state, how much time are you asking for?
Judge, the underline is 8, so we're asking for 8.
Defense?
We're asking for 2 at this time.
All right, Miss Shorey, what should I sentence you? You're looking at 8 years. And that's what the agreement was for you to do, 8 years in prison if you didn't successfully complete probation, and you have not successfully completed it. So I'm granting the state's motion. I am going to revoke you. The only question is, how much time should I give you? So how much time do you think you deserve?
I've already had all this time taken away from my kids. So at this
Okay,
point,
they are
they're out.
children.
Yeah.
They're not kids. And number two, the reason why you've had time away from your children is because of you. It's not because of me. It's not because of the state. It's not because of your defense attorney.
Yeah, it's just because of my past, with my my ex-husband and student being in a physical relationship, get physically abused and then emotionally and mentally. Like him and his family.
What does that have to do with the fact that you're on probation for robbery? I'm sympathetic to your plight. I'm sympathetic to people who have been victims of abuse. I've had people in my family who have been victims of abuse, so I'm sympathetic to you.
I understand. that.
But my question for you is, you are looking at 8 years in prison. The state wants you to do the full 8, which is a part of your contract. Your defense attorney wants you to do 2. My question is, what do you think you deserve?
I think I deserve. Whatever is on you, Judge. It's on you, Judge.
Okay. All right. Did she ever pay the restitution of $175 to probation? And did she complete any courses? Did you complete anger management?
Not sure if I'm not sure if I took the class here when I was.
No.
Yeah.
Did you know if you completed anger management or not? Did you?
I'm not sure. Ma'am. If I-
Probation,
if I
did she
completed
complete
what I-
anger management? Did you pay the $175 to? So let me ask you this. What have you done since you've been on probation other than not report? Have you done anything?
I was trying to get my kids situated and.
Children, they're not kids. Kids are billy goats.
Well, my
So-
children, yes, my children, I'm sorry.
What have you done since you've been on probation other than not report? Name me one thing that you have actually done, started or completed while you've been on probation.
From my probation.
Yes.
Honestly. It's right there, I have it.
Have you done anything?
besides have been employed, I mean, that's all I can, that's all I can say.
Okay, so you've done nothing?
She's done a top evaluation and she did a mental health evaluation, but only the evaluation was completed.
No follow-up from her?
And then she's only paid a total of $92.88, of which went to the rest.
Okay,
We had one negative drug test also. Yeah.
okay. So there is to be $87 restitution to and are you expecting or no?
No, ma'am, I'm sick from my liver, I have
Okay.
this.
Okay, all right. They will make sure you let them know at the jail and let them know at the prison that that's an issue so that they can give you treatment for that, okay?
Yeah, I have to.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with
Well, he went through all that.
and her family or her residence.
If you work, it's a good story.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is, you do have a limited right to appeal. I'm sorry, could I see that again, please? You do have a limited right to appeal. And that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations, not the fact that you're on probation. Do you understand?
No, yeah, no, don't.
Your attorney will explain to you the appeal process. All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing, Miss Shorey. It appears that you may have a drug or major alcohol problem. You cannot be in your children's lives and actively be there if you don't take care of yourself first. And that means getting your drug issues under control, taking care of your mental health issues, taking care of your medical health. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank-
You're welcome. Who's here?
In this courtroom hearing in Texas, the judge reviews a motion to revoke probation for Barbara Shy, who had originally been placed on community supervision in 2018 for robbery. She admits, pleads true, to failing to report to her probation officer, a repeated violation that has occurred multiple times in the past. Despite her explanation involving illness, family struggles, and efforts to regain custody of her children, the judge points out a consistent pattern of non-compliance, lack of effort in completing required programs like anger management, and failure to meet basic probation conditions. The prosecution pushes for the full 8-year sentence while the defense asks for leniency, but the judge ultimately revokes her probation and sentences her to 6 years in prison, emphasizing that her situation stems from her own actions and urging her to address underlying issues such as substance abuse and mental health.